Of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Get up! 180! 51. I'm coming! Alert, 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 alert! 36, 36! Check 37! 18, 18. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch, alert, 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 alert. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Shift, shift, shift.
From the 25 on second down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up third down.
Get up!
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the eye. Show it up. Show it up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Slam, hands up. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Dash, dash, dash. Hands up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. This time Taylor will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the twins. Check. Lock in, lock in. Crash. 49, check 49, check 49. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Red, up. Blue.
Here's Trubisky. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, ball. Bang. Red, up. Check. Lucky. Red, top. Hey, Zoo. Alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
It's just me and you. Check safety. Shit. 18. Hey, 18. Check 50.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We play it to win. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. He's checking. Alert. Hatchet. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Man, You got tight right there. Dudes. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Again, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
Stop! 180! Alert! You gonna see me?
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch twitch. At the 19-yard line.
Switch it. He's coming. We got double up. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Right there. 56. Get in the weight room. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch one. 56 to Mike. Go. 50 to Mike. Rabbit.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown. So
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
first down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you can see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 66. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Check 3. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, watch the edge. Watch.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
56. Mark 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Play 56. Mike 56. 6 man. Check curls. Check heads. Yeah.
Now Taylor to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Check him. Check me. Check 4. Check 4. Check. On the ball.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
180. Hey, alert. Hey, 18.
On first down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Joker. Lock in. Alert 3. Check 24. Alert. Check. Red. Blue. 25. Check 25.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jim. Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
18. Hey, Foxtrot. Big Ed. Check 99. No. Off. Check out. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Get ready.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They go with Chubb on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Kill. Watch the run.
Taylor gives it to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to find Green. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They run it again with Chubb. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Back now in Baltimore. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Gould is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Staying open.
A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch the safety creep.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Pick it up. Zip it. Right, 34. Scoot, scoot, scoot. That's right.
Now it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiver...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's get it.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
You think you gonna get this? Shit! Red, hey, Haywood! Watch twist!
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Check. Lucky. Watch out. Red, flare.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.